Hello and welcome back to another segment of Chilling with Dylan. But today we have a guest star. That's what I'm going to call him, a guest star, Keenan. He works for Orange Bloods. He is the basketball analyst. So he always helps me out to just explain everything about everything. And here to speak with Dylan after that amazing win on a road. It was actually a road win. You guys' third road win. Let me say that. Over Oklahoma in overtime. I think it was 80 to 28. I mean, 80 to 78. There we go.
Yeah.
What's going on with me today? But how do you feel about it? Like, what's going on with you? How's school?
How's school? School is good. I'm very happy that we got that win yesterday. It's always great to get a win, and especially at OU, big time rival. So we're very happy to have that win under our belt.
And
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
I just had a quick question about that game. So, actually, the last time we talked was right after your first win over OU. So maybe we should schedule our hybrid show after big games. That seems to be working pretty well.
I think so too. Dylan actually told me, like, I said, can we interview? And he was like, when we win, I was like, okay, well, that means that we're gonna get an interview because that's how I am biased. So
Yeah, it's always great. Yeah, the day after we lose is never a great day. So, but if we win, we can always get an interview in.
So just like last time, also Andrew Jones had a great game. He kind of went off, and with 4 years in remission from cancer recently, how cool was it to see him do that in front of your rival with everything he's been through?
Yeah, it's great. I think Andrew has actually a great history with Oklahoma. His freshman year, he hit that game winner. And it's funny because I was actually watching that game with my mom when I was in high school still. So I think it was great for Andrew, to have that game, especially, thinking about his past and 4 years of remission. So I think it's just a great storyline. I think that's kind of the way the basketball gods kind of plan things out there.
I really want to hear your mindset going into this game. And don't give me the generic answer because I don't like generic answers. But after the tough loss to Baylor, the week before or a couple of days before this win to Oklahoma, what was your mindset going into it? Like, was there a change in practice that made y'all win, or was it just like your intention is different and the team's intention, like, we're tired of losing?
Yeah, I think that we kind of got ahead of ourselves probably after the Kansas game. We maybe started smelling ourselves there a little bit. That's kind of an old school reference if y'all don't know that. But so yeah. So I think that we kind of just like took a step back going into the Oklahoma game and said, like, we have to get back to being us and not looking past opponents or anything like that. So I think when we went into Oklahoma, we couldn't wait to get our hands on a team and kind of be aggressive throughout the game and just come away with a win. We have had a history of kind of struggling on the road, so we really also wanted to play great on the road and prove that we can win on the road.
Yeah, so that was a super impressive performance, and it was a great bounce back from Baylor. And Courtney Ramey in the post-game press conference said, we weren't tough enough, we didn't show up, but that toughness really came out against OU because that game at certain points almost felt like it was almost slipping away for a couple seconds there, and yet you guys just you stayed on it, you stayed focused, and there's a lot of foul trouble for the team. So what do you think it says about the team's discipline that only one guy fouled out, Timmy, at the very end of the game? You guys were able to play with fouls and still defend.
Yeah, I think that's something that Coach Beard talks about a lot is playing without fouling, but also playing aggressive and playing well on defense without fouling. That's what he says pros have to do that. So I think that that's just kind of a testament to like the work that we put in practice and like just our discipline on and off the court.
I really want to know what keeps causing you guys' highs and lows. Is it like you guys lose, so you guys get like a fire under y'all or a fire lit in you to win, but you can't lose just to get that fire in you to win. That fire needs to be in y'all going into the games, regardless of if you guys are on a winning streak or not. So I really want to know, like, from your perspective, what keeps causing like the highs and lows for you guys?
Yeah, that's what we've talked about a lot in our locker room amongst players and with the coaches as well. It's just like staying even keeled throughout the process. We don't want to get too high or too low. So I think that if we continue to, have that fire under us each and every game, I think that things will start to change for us. and it won't go up and down. It'll just be, a steady climb.
Yeah, I think that's a good point that you're making, that Serenity made as well, that there have been ups and downs. But so this is a more personal question to you. What do you like about your game right now, and what do you want to improve on in your game?
I think right now in my game, it's changed a lot from last year, just trying to like fit into my role for sure. But I think probably the thing I like the most now is just my ability to play better on the block. I want to continue to improve that. But like I didn't play on the block a whole lot coming into this. And so that it's kind of something I've had to add to my game to be on the floor. And I think that I just want to continue to like better my conditioning as the season goes on. I think that, with the injury that I had, I didn't have, the off season that everyone else had in as many games to get my conditioning at the level to where it needed to be and to where it was last year. So moving forward, I just want to continue to work on my conditioning, whether that be in practice or just in the weight room or anything like that.
And going into this Oklahoma game, it was stated that Tre Mitchell would not be there with you guys. Obviously, I understand that you guys can't say him, you can't say much, but how were you able to stay focused? Because, I was on a team also in track and field. And sometimes when things are happening with the coach and my teammate or just personal things happening, it sometimes gets in my head going into the next competition because it's kind of like, you need that person. And Tre Mitchell is a dominant player. So how are you able to remain focused?
Yeah, I think that like the team kind of just like Coach Beard talks about it a lot, that you do have to separate life and basketball. So we're with Tre and what he's going through and what he wants and what he needs to do. But we know that like we still have the basketball game to play. And I think that it gives us extra motivation to, win for Tre, just so he knows that like he can do what he needs to do and we'll be able to continue to do what we need to do.
Mm-hmm. And like you said before, you guys got on a high after winning against Kansas. And then it went back down with Baylor, and then it went back up with Oklahoma. Now, since you guys won, to make sure there's not a high and a low again, because you guys have another rival this Saturday at 11 a.m. What are you doing to prepare and just to keep the momentum and kind of not really get on a high horse?
Yeah, I think practice will most definitely be intense in the coming days. We'll also definitely take a look at the last time we played against them in Lubbock. Which wasn't a great game for us. So we will definitely look back at that, try to fix some of our mistakes and see where we can improve really.
So tailored. Don't you like Dylan?
Of course. Yeah.
He's so tailored to everything that he says. Like he was just trained perfectly. Love it.
Yeah, I was actually in Lubbock with you guys. That was one of the craziest environments I've ever seen or ever been involved with. But what do you think it's going to be like when you have the entire student section filled out? You're going to have students up in the upper decks. You're going to have students in the lower bowl. They're not turning away any students. So What are you looking forward to in that game? And what do you think that crowd energy is going to do for you guys?
I think it's going to be a great environment. I think we do play well when there's a great crowd. I think that that's just like from our past games, you could tell that Sam Houston State, Kansas, UT, all these games were great environments. And I think we played well in all three games. We came out with wins. So I think that this is going to be a great environment. I'm very excited. I know everyone else is excited. And I hope that we can continue to do this moving forward, not turning students away, because we need their support.
And going into this game, I'm really interested to hear, what is your game day routine? Especially when you have an 11 a.m. game. That's kind of early. So what's your routine?
Yeah, 11 a.m. games are different. Every game is kind of, you try to keep the same schedule or as close to the same schedule as possible, but like with different times and things, it changes. But usually we'll wake up, we'll go eat breakfast, maybe have a walk through, watch film, and then I'll start my treatment and maybe like take a 30-minute nap and then get to the game, I guess.
Is there anything specific you do or eat?
Some specific things that I eat. I always eat eggs and bacon at breakfast.
How many?
We have home games. It's always 3 eggs.
Okay.
I don't know why. It's just like, I guess it's just the right amount. I like syrup on my eggs too, though. And
You're one of those.
Yeah, and then I also, when we're at home, we have a waffle. We always have waffles, and those are really good. So I always eat a waffle for the 11 a.m. games.
Anything specifically that you listen to, like this is the song that's gonna like wake me up?
Nah, I'll listen to a variety of things. I've listened to, R&B sometimes. They say not to listen to slow music before games, but I used to do that a lot. But now I've kind of changed to like more rap. So it really doesn't matter to me music wise. I just try to prepare and focus on the game.
Name a couple. What's your top 5?
My top 5, what? R&B or rap?
Something. You said that you listen to everything, so I'm gonna say everything.
Okay, so I like Tory Lanez. I've been listening to Tory Lanez a lot. You don't like Tory Lanez? Tory Lanez has good music. I think you're just a hater. I know you're probably a Meg Thee Stallion fan. I can see,
I am, and what he did was wrong.
It was wrong. I separate the artist from the music the best I can. I like
insulted me.
I'm wow. I think Tory Lanez, he makes good music. I don't support what he does outside of the studio.
Okay, valid.
Let me think. Let me look at where's my phone at? Look, I'm gonna look at my Apple Music right now.
Please do. I used to listen to rap, but I get really, really bad race anxiety. So I started to listen to gospel to like calm myself down. Because if I don't, I'm gonna be like sweating bullets.
I've been listening to The Weeknd as well. I like The Weeknd. Lil Baby's always on my pregame playlist. I definitely listen to him a lot. One of my favorite artists that I think is underrated is Don Toliver.
Oh yeah.
Don Toliver's really good.
I have one song by Don Toliver.
Yeah, you need to get on that.
He can sing.
I can send you some stuff, but you need to start listening because he's great.
Okay.
That's 4. I think, there's always Drake, of course. So
Drake is good.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised you don't have a go-to song. My go-to song, when I know I need to like just really get into it, is Mad City by Kendrick Lamar. Because that's what I'm thinking about, stepping on the line mixed with a prayer. But it's really that to just really help me get in the mindset. You don't have like that one specific song like I need to hear this.
Nah.
Okay. Well, I think now since I asked, you'll think about it on Saturday.
I probably will.
It's gonna be like, all right, yeah, I do listen to this a lot. If you have Spotify, you know that list that comes out at the end of the year where it's like your top person that you listen to like 50% of the time.
Yeah, I have that for Apple Music.
Okay.
I don't remember who it was this year. Probably Drake.
That's understandable. He's great.
Yeah.
This is all I have for you today. Keenan, you have anything else?
I just had one more question for you, and then we can wrap it up. Like, what would you like to accomplish by the end of the season?
It froze. I'm sorry. What did you say?
Sorry. What would you like to accomplish by the end of the season, you personally and as a team?
I just want to play the best basketball I can. Honestly, like I want to do whatever I can to help this team win, whether that be rebounding, blocking shots. Like, I think that my first couple of games, I was moving in the right direction, and then I kind of took a step back. So I definitely want to get back to where I was when I was on minute restrictions. So I just want to, improve as best I can and make an impact on this team.
All right. That being said, this was Chilling with Dylan featuring Keenan. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the Orange Bloods Texas YouTube channel.